I'm sorry, but I don't want to be in any heaven or advanced spiritual society that doesn't have disabled people, that doesn't have people with different experiences of life. Hi holograms, it's new. I'm just gonna say it. The spiritual community needs more disabled voices, especially right now. I've had it with light workers telling the sick and disabled that the only reason they are experiencing that is because their vibration is low. And then patting themselves on the back because they've done such a good job at educating a poor, sickly, disabled person on the secrets of the universe. Here's my disclaimer, I am actually a very spiritual person. So this is coming from someone who has read and hugely benefited from various teachings about vibration, setting intentions, the law of attraction, quantum mechanics, quantum spirituality. All of that stuff is my jam, okay? I have a daily spiritual practice that is incredibly important to me. It's essential for my survival, for my growth, for everything that I do in this world. And I have had reality-shattering experiences that really solidified the creation of my hologram. But guess what? I'm still disabled. Despite the heavenly rays of sunshine that blast out of my ass every day. Maybe that's just gas, but there is nothing low vibration about the way that someone is born or with the conditions that they develop later in life, whether physical or mental. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. The reality of living with chronic illness is so horrific that a lot of people don't survive the mental, emotional, spiritual toll it takes on you when you're sick and in pain every day. This is why I do what I do. After I was diagnosed in my 20s, I wasn't all like, oh, woe is me, I'm disabled. Ugh. It was, I'm in horrible pain every day, and I can't cope. And doctors, friends, family can't or won't help me. These experiences and perspectives of disabled and chronically ill people, it's really like, I hate having to make that distinction because chronic illness is a disability, but a lot of people don't understand that and also will fight me on that. But chronic illness is disability, period, end of story. But the lives and experiences and perspectives from this community, from chronically ill, disabled people, is so invaluable to every community, to every group, especially right now, during a pandemic. I'm so tired of seeing Instagram energy healers saying dangerous things like,
disability and illness can't exist in 5D.
As if that's even accessible to non-disabled people in the first place. Like, do you remember when Stephen Hawking died and everyone drew pictures of him walking in heaven? Like, as if that was really the most important thing? Like, I know people didn't mean it that way, but it kind of left a bad taste in all of our mouths because, whoa. But there's this message or this idea that one day humans will wake up and there will no longer be any disability on our heaven on earth. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be in any heaven or advanced spiritual society that doesn't have disabled people, that doesn't have people with different experiences of life. Why would we want the only experience of humanity to be able-bodied and healthy and quote-unquote normal when we know that that's not the reality of how human life is, how diverse we are? I wrote this part down because I was going to make a blog post about it, but I'll just read it to you. I said, it sucks for someone doing their best to manage their health that no matter how much work they may be putting into meditation, inner work, shadow work, Ayurveda, gratitude, quantum healing, the divine feminine and masculine balance of polarities, that they're still just not vibrating high enough. As Matt Kahn would say, that's not a light worker, that's a gaslight worker. And you can't even say that that's compassion for the sick. It's just selective empathy in a monk's robe. Let's be real. Let me clarify something because I can already hear you typing, but there is nothing wrong with wanting to help a spoonie, a chronically ill, disabled person, with spirituality if they are open to it. Again, I'm a spoonie and I'm very spiritual, and spirituality in my own practice has helped me to understand the universe's purpose for me, if you want to put it that way. My purpose here, and it's really up to us to decide. It's not like you have to find it, it's really you follow those breadcrumbs in your heart to it. And spirituality is a great mode of knowing for a lot of people to find that. It's not for everyone. Obviously, like, I have a lot of atheist friends who are not into spirituality at all, and they have their own way of navigating that, and it's beautiful. We want those different kinds of experiences, just like we also want different kinds of human experiences. Disability is one of them, and acting like disability is just a flaw or a thing we need to like get rid of spiritually, it just sits with me really wrong, you know what I mean? But you don't help sick people by telling them that it's their fault that they are sick, that they're doing meditation wrong, that they aren't devoted enough to their higher self or their archetypes. If you really want to make a difference in a disabled person's life, use what you've got to help them out. Especially right now, like, get them groceries, you know? Help them clean up and take care of the house. Be there for them instead of plugging your ears, blaming them, and hashtag blissing out on golden milk. Yogis talk a lot about universal compassion and kindness. But can you really step up and show up for the people that society has let slip through the cracks? Can you step into that discomfort? Can you shut off your selective empathy and have true universal empathy? Instead of just waving them off with a vague quote about vibrating higher than your illness and patting yourself on the back and leaving them alone to suffer through an agonizing flare-up. Step your yoni up, babes. I believe in you. The time is now. If you're looking for a way to really prove yourself, to prove that it's not horse shit, that it's not toxic positivity, which a lot of it is, step out of your comfort zone and be there for a disabled person in a way that doesn't blame them for being sick or for needing help. Their experience is just as sacred whether or not they're in a flare-up, whether or not they can walk, whether or not they've had a really bad depressive relapse. Put your mala beads where your mouth is. Okay, holograms, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, a big shout out and thank you to my patrons. You guys are amazing. You're the reason that I can take time off to rest. I've been having a terrible flare-up this month, and I would be at work right now suffering if I didn't have you supporting me. So it really means a lot. Shout out to my superstar holograms. La 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 la. I love you so much. And I leave you with a very low spoon tired good luck kiss. And may the spoons be with you. Bye.